Now we are just seeing the MOSFET and IGBT characteristics module here in the lab. So what you are seeing now towards the left side V2 marked is the gate voltage, means to control the gate vary the gate voltage, we are using that V2. And up here you are seeing a MOSFET, gate, drain and source. So here through the fuse, like the VGS, whatever you are applying, through the positive of it, we are going to connect it to gate. Okay, and the source will be connected back to the negative. And what you are seeing towards the right side, this is the supply which is marked as V1. Okay, this is the VDS. So here through again the fuse, we have the connection. So how the connection can be made is we can just look at this particular diagram. Can just look at the diagram here. So the VGS parallel to VGS is connected, the supply voltage, gate voltage is connected parallel to the gate and source terminals. After that, the supply VDS or VDC is connected to a resistance RA to the ammeter, and the ammeter is connected to the, from the ammeter it is connected to the drain, right? And then from the drain and source, a voltmeter is connected in parallel to measure the VDS, the voltage across the drain and source. So what are all the things that we are measuring? We are measuring VGS, gate source voltage, VDS, drain source voltage, ID, drain current. So there are three measurement things. So now just looking at the connections. So here from this VGS, as I have told you, that is getting connected to the gate terminal over here. Then the source, trace it. So this is the gate, the source terminal, it is connected to the supply negative, right? So VGS, this is the voltmeter connection which is trying to measure the voltage across the gate and the source. And here you are seeing ID, which is from the supply, you have the knob which is connected actually to the RA here, and from RA you have the current being measured, ID, the drain current, and this is going back to the drain of the MOSFET. So that's the way the connection, exactly as per the circuit diagram that you are seeing here, the same way we have connected this particular module. After this, what is to be done initially is set both the VGS and VDS to minimum position. Santosh, please. VGS, VDS दोनों मिनिमम पे लगाओ, मिनिमम. इसके बाद VDS का स्विच ऑन करो, सप्लाई ओ ये ए नॉब ऑन करके वो 10 पे सेट करो. Please set the VDS to 10 volts. Once that is set, so we are not going to touch the VDS. We are only going to vary the VGS. Okay, gate to source voltage. So just concentrate on the readings now. So please turn on the VGS. Now you see the voltage over there, the minimum is 1.25, and the ID, the drain current across the ammeter is seeing 0, and voltage VDS is being shown. Okay, when the MOSFET switches on VDS, the voltage across the drain and source drops to minimum, whatever. Okay, so just let us observe what is going to happen. So please increase the gate to source voltage to 1.5. You see the ID has not increased and there is no fall in the VDS. Now please increase it to 2 volts. There is no variation both in the VDS and ID. Please increase it to 2.5. No variation. You're not observing anything. So please increase it to 3 a bit slowly. You're seeing there's a fall in the VDS, right? From 10 it had fallen to 9, and there's no change as such in the ID. Please increase it to 3.25 slowly a bit. See, there's some increase. Just pause. So there's an increase in ID and there's a fall in the VDS to 7.3. So previously it was 10, has come to 7.3 and is still falling. So please increase it to 3.5. Now you see the voltage VDS, which was set initially to 10 volts, had fallen to 1.3, and see the drain current, it has risen to 15 milliamps. Okay, and then please increase it to 3.75. VDS is showing to be 0, there's nothing over there, and you see that the ID has risen to 18 milliamps. Now please increase it further, 2.25. You don't see any change getting reflected in ID now. Okay, so we'll pause this experiment here. Now let us just observe what is supposed to happen. Here you are seeing VDS, and we have taken a separate set of readings. So for different values, you are seeing that ID has initially was 0, somewhere around 3.3 it had become 3 milli, and 3.5 it was 9 milli, and 4 it was 18 milli, and it got stagnant. Now if you just plot the graph, it would something look like here. So VGS across ID, initially there is no response up to maybe 3.3. After 3.3 there is an increase in the drain current. So that is what you will get after plotting the graph. The next thing is, now we'll increase, switch off the VGS, switch on the VDS. Now please set the drain voltage to 15 volts across the drain, 15 volts. So what we did, we increased, previously it was 10 volt setting, now we made it to 15 volt setting. Now switch on VGS. So initially again it is 1.250, and please go on increasing the VGS. So 1.50 it is. Please increase it to 2. It is still 0 and you are not seeing any change in the VDS. Please increase it to 2.75. 3 volts VGS. You are seeing there is a fall in the VDS, but not much significant fall. Please increase slightly, 3.25. Somewhere around 3.26 and all, suddenly the ID started flowing 2 milli, and the voltage has fallen from 15 to 11.9. It doesn't show that it's a full conduction, right? So slightly increase it to 3.5. 3.5 you are seeing around 13 milliamps, and the voltage has fallen to 7.1. Still not fully in conduction ideally. And now 3.74 volts it is, and you have reached 32 milliamps, and their VDS has finally become 0. It means that drain to source voltage is 0, or the particular MOSFET is under fully conduction. Okay, if you increase the VGS beyond 4, you are not seeing any response in the drain current there. It's almost like getting saturated. Now just look at the the second set of readings. You just compare both the readings. You see that when VDS had become 15, you are seeing for the same voltage 3.75 volts, 18 milliamps was drawn by when VDS was 10, and when VDS is 15, it is 32 milliamps. So what does it imply? It implies that for a higher VDS, drain to source voltage, the gate VGS is going to be, ID is going to be higher. It means that VDS and ID are linearly proportional. As you increase the VD, ID is also going to increase. So it shows the linear characteristics. So this is what you are seeing. And what we are seeing, one more thing that we have observed is about the VT, where the current actually starts flowing somewhere around 3.37 in the first case and 3.2 in the second case. You see that then the current ID has begun to flow, right? So that is your VT. Okay. So this is what we have observed. Now we are seeing the output characteristics. So what we did was we set the VGS. There's no change in the circuit conditions. Only thing is we are setting VGS at 3.85. Previously we used to set VDS, now we are setting VGS, gate to source voltage. We have set it at 3.85 volts, and you see that initially 6 milliamps is what is flowing through the drain, the current through the drain, and 0 is the VDS, the voltage across drain and source. Now please increase the drain voltage, Santosh, to 0.1. So what is happening? 0.1 and 45. So at 0.1 VDS we had 45 milliamps is the current ID. Okay. Now please increase it to 0.2, VDS to 0.2. 69 milliamps is the current through ID. Then please increase the voltage 0.3, it is 73 milli. Now please increase it to 0.4, it's almost looking constant, 76. Please increase to 0.5, 0.7, 78. Slight increase, 178, looks like saturated. We'll check it out with a few more readings. 1.5 or 1.2, 79, 2 volts, 79 itself, then 2.5, 79. So you are seeing almost like a saturation of the ID, drain current. Though there is an increase in the VD, there is no increase in the ID. Okay, so this is what the characteristics are. When you start plotting, you will be seeing like this. Initially it will increase linearly and then there will be a saturation. Though it is shown 5, 6, 7, what we have applied is gate is 3.85. Okay. Now let us set a second reading. We have set VGS to 4.03. Okay. Now we are starting off with our variation in VDS. Please increase VDS to 0.1. At 0 you are seeing 6 milliamps. Please increase it to 0.1. Point 1 it is 62 milliamperes is the current. 0.1 volt, 62 milliamps. Please increase it to 0.2 volts. $108 milliamps. At 0.2 volts, it has almost reached 115 milliamps. Now please increase it to 0.3. You are seeing the drain current increase to 140 milliamps for 0.3 volts across drain and source. Now please increase it to 0.4, 151 milliamps. Please increase it to 0.5 volts, 157 milliamps. Please increase it to 0.8, 158. Please increase it to 1 volt, 160. So it's again been increased to 4.6 volts and it is 160. Increase it. Utna hi hai maximum. Okay. So now you are seeing a kind of saturation. Dekhenge. Okay. So 6 volts, 167. Previously also it was around 167 only. Increase it to maybe 10 or whatever possible there.
6.5.
Utna hi maximum. So 6.5, it's the maximum that we are able to get now, and it is 169, and you are seeing a saturation. Now we need to plot this particular characteristics in the graph, and what you are going to see is the comparison. Let us see the comparison table. For VDS of 3.85 and VGS of 4.01, at 0 volts both are having like 5 and 6 milli, not much difference. But when VDS was 0.1, when VGS, the gate source voltage was 3.85, you are seeing only 44 milliamps, whereas you are seeing 62 milliamps when the gate to source voltage has increased to 4. Right? So everywhere you are seeing a proportional, with higher VGS, you are seeing higher ID. So that is our conclusion. When we plot the graph, we are going to get the characteristics like this, the output characteristics, ID versus VDS. Okay, so this is what is the experiment all about. Thank you. The next part of the experiment is shifting, instead of MOSFET, we are studying the characteristics of IGBT, okay? And both are under the same experiment. So what you are seeing, instead of drain, you see the collector terminal, and instead of source, you are seeing emitter terminal. That's the only replacement that we are doing, right? That's the device specification. Like in MOSFET, we have drain, gate, and source. In IGBT, we have collector, gate, and emitter, okay? And here you are seeing connection diagram is almost the same. There is no change. We have VGS. Instead of VGS, we have VGE. And instead of VDS, we have VCE. Okay, that's the notation change. Nothing more than that. Now just look at the diagram the same way. Instead of MOSFET, we have connected those corresponding terminals to IGBT as per the diagram that you have seen. Now initially what we are doing is we are setting the collector to emitter voltage at 10 volts for the first set of readings. Now what we are doing is we are trying to vary the gate. Please vary the gate voltage, gate to emitter voltage. So what you are seeing there, there's no change up to maybe 2 volts. The collector current is IC is 0. And as you go on increasing, somewhere around 3.68 it's still 0. Somewhere around 4.5 it's still 0. Right, like you are seeing 4.5 at around 5 volts you are seeing the IC changed to 2 milliamps, and there VCE has fallen to 6.6. We have set it at 10. Please remember that. Now you see at 5.25 it has risen. The IC has risen to 17 milliamps. There's an increase, and then at 5.75 it has increased to 25, and at 6 volts it has risen to 30, and 6.5 it's oscillating, it's almost getting saturated. So that's what we are seeing, and there you have seen the VDS fallen to 0.7. It's fully in conduction. Now just looking at the diagram here back, the graph, the nature of the graph will be something like this. You are seeing setting VCE to 10 volts, varying the VGE. Please show the readings. Just look at the readings. So we have at 5 volts it is 2 milli, 5.3 8 milli, 5.5 18 milli, 6 29 milli, 7 30 milli, and after that it's getting saturated. Okay, so the saturation readings are not plotted. That linear increase is only plotted over the graph that we are seen as a part of input characteristics. Now what we do is we'll set VCE to 15 volts instead of 10 volts. Now switch this off. Please set the VCE collector to emitter voltage to 15 volts. Now this is set. So what we are doing, repeating the same experiment, switch on the VGE and increase, go on taking the readings. So at 1.25 volts it is 0. I am slightly increase it. 2 volts also it is 0. At 3 volts also it is 0. 4 volts, 4.74, slightly increasing. At around 4.9 it is 1 milliamps. Please note that at 4.9 volts of collector to gate to emitter voltage, the IC, the collector current, has become 1 milliamp. Now slightly will increase. 5.25 will set it. 8 milliamps is the collector current IC. Then we'll change this to 5.5. Not able to exactly set. Okay, 5.5, and it is 24 milliamps. 5.5, 24 milliamps. Then we'll make it to 5.75. 54 milliamps. Yes, 775, right? Then make it to 6 volts. 56 milliamps. So it's almost getting saturated now. Even at 7 volts, it's also 55, 56, it is between that. And you see that VCE had become 0.7. It means that that particular device is fully under conduction. Right, so this is the characteristics. Now let us try to compare when VC is 10 and VC is 15. What is happening for the same voltage? Let us see, like for the say 5 volts, the current over there initially was, let us compare with 5.5 then, because that's more clear. 5.5 is 18 milli in the when VC was 10, and the same 5.5 volts when appeared across VGE, when VC is 15, it is showing almost like 24. So there it is 18 and here it is 24. What does it mean? It means that with increase in VCE, the collector to emitter voltage, the IC will increase. So VC and IC are proportional, right? So that's what is indicated. And for a higher, so we have only set VC high here. We have not changed any VG. VG is generally linearly changed. But when IC is high, when VC is high, IC is also proportionally high. So that's what is indicated by this particular experiment. Next, what we'll do is, we'll set VCE constant, VGE, gate to emitter voltage constant, and vary the VCE. Now what we are doing is, we are setting VGS to 5.37 constant, means gate to, not source, gate to emitter voltage at 5.37, and try to vary the collector to emitter voltage. Okay. Now it is 0.5 and IC, the collector current, is showing to be 1 milliamp. So please increase that VCE, collector to emitter voltage, to 1 volt. 1 volt. You are seeing 16 milliamps of current being flown, right? IC, collector current is 16 to 17 milliamps. Now please increase it to 2 volts. 2.5, 17. 2.317. 317. It's almost got saturated, looks like. Oh, ये 64 तक आया ना अभी. अब इंक्रीज करो, देखेंगे क्या होता है. थोड़ा फास्ट बढ़ा के देखो कुछ चेंज होगा या नहीं.
वो कांस्टेंट हो गया.
हो गया है. Somewhere around 21 you are getting 18. It has got like very slow increase beyond that 6 volts, right? and beyond that it's only 18 volts, 18 milliamps. Okay, so this is for 5.37. We'll take a second reading for a slightly higher VG. So let us continue. So now what we have set is slightly higher. Previously we have taken a reading for 5.38. Now we have taken for 5.66, or maybe I can as well take for 5.75. 5.75 VGE. Okay. Now what we are doing? We are just varying the VCE, collector to emitter voltage. Now initially it is 0.5 and you are seeing 1 milliamps of current. IC is 1 and VCE is 0.5. Please increase it to 0.6. Both थोड़ा ही वेरी करो, कम सो बढ़ाओ थोड़ा. 0.6 it is 4 milli. Okay, 0.6 volts it is 4 milli, and please increase it to 0.7. A very minute change. 0.7 volts. Yes, 13 milli at 0.7. It's coming to around 13 milli. Please increase it to 0.8. 0.8. Right, 40 milli. So at 0.8 you are seeing 40 milliamps of IC, collector current. And utna hi? Okay. So let us compare both the characteristics for 5.3 and 5.8, how the output looks like. So VG for the first thing was 5.38, second set of readings was 5.75. What is happening? For 0.5 there was 1 milli in both the cases. Somewhere around 0.6 itself it has reached 4, and 0.8 itself it has risen to 40 milliamps. Whereas here, when our VG, gate to emitter voltage, was lower, you are seeing even at 21 volts also you are seeing only 18 milliamps, and here it was for 0.8 itself it has reached 40, and thereafter it was a saturation. Okay, so when you plot the characteristics, you'll be getting something like that. So for higher gate voltage, the drain current will be more. So that's what we have discussed in the morning by dropping a line, right? So for higher gate voltage, for the same collector current, drain current will be bit higher. So this is what we have seen, but the turning on may be a bit delayed also. Did we observe that 4.9 it had become 1, 5.2 it had become 8, and whereas 5.38, fine. So it actually turned on a bit ahead. But anyway, when you plot the characteristics, this is what is going to get, and this is about the IGBT characteristics. So thank you.